What if I told you that there is a single divine force that can harmonize your entire horoscope? Yes, remove all those stubborn karmic blocks, protect you and your family from all the unseen dangers. And not only that, but also can clarify your path like a blazing light in the darkness. Yes. Today is Sudarshana's appearance day. Pratibhata Shreni Bhishana Varagunastoma Bhushana Janibhyasthana Tarana Jagadavasthana Karana Shri Sudarshana Jaya Jaya Shri Sudarshana. So happy Sudarshan appearance day. The translation of this verse is a victory and victory to Lord Sudarshan. Victory to the one who's fierce to the hordes of enemies of the devotees, who is the ornament for all blessed actions, who helps one to cross the sea of samsara, who stabilizes the entire universe, that person who cuts off all accumulated sins of bad actions, and one who teaches righteous conduct. Sudarshana Kala Parameshti Parigraha. Ugra Samvatsaro Dakro Vishramo Vishwadakshinaha. So this is not mythology. This is actually spiritual technology. And it's still accessible today. So I want to share everything about this Sudarshana's power, and I'm very excited to be making this video. So welcome to this incredible journey of finding relevance of Lord Sudarshan in our lives. He's already present, but we are diving into the mysteries and the practical power of Sudarshana Chakra. Sudarshana Chakra is the supreme weapon of Krsna, of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Vishnu. And Sudarshana is also known as Jyotishampati. Jyotishampati means the master of all the luminaries, master of astrology. So today, don't just expect stories. Today, I'll show you how this divine energy, divine power, supreme power, Sudarshana, can actually help you in your personal life. No matter what is your astrological sign, no matter your planetary positions, the spiritual path of taking shelter of Sudarshan is unmatched. I'm saying this from professional experience as an astrologer. So here's what we're going to explore today in this video together. The divine appearance and glories of Sudarshan Chakra. We will be quoting from Ahirbudnya Samhita to the Nrsimha Purana to the Vishnu Sahasranam verses that actually praise Sudarshan, what they mean, and why is Sudarshan known as Jyotishampati, and the connection with astrology and how he can harmonize our whole karmic chart. And we'll also see planet by planet connection of Sudarshan's grace and how he ultimately remedies Sun, Moon, Mars, Rahu, Jupiter, everything, and balance out. And we'll also see sign by sign what it means to you if you're Taurus or Gemini or whatever. So we'll also see the raw truth about remedies, why mantras are more effective than stones, and how Sudarshan can remove all conflicts. And I'll also share my personal journey of how Sudarshan Yagya tremendously changed my professional life, my spiritual life, and gave me that clarity and guidance like no other remedy. So this is not about superstition, as I said. It's actually a conscious spiritual technology. It's about surrendering to that divine intelligence to be protected, to be prosperous, to find clarity. So if you've ever felt stuck in karmic patterns and you were worrying about planetary doshas and you wanted some deeper protection for yourself, stay with me till the end of this video. You might discover one remedy that you've always needed. Now, you can grab your cup of hot tea, find a quiet space, and let's begin this journey into blazing, compassionate, all-seeing force of Sudarshana Chakra. So because today is Sudarshana's appearance day and it's very, very auspicious, the vibration is very strong. So when we glorify him in divine service, we get a protection of another level. So Sudarshan is not just a weapon of the Lord, and he is actually Sankalpa Shakti. It means he's the manifesting potency of the Supreme Lord. He's the will of the Lord, in other words. And Ahirbudnya Samhita beautifully describes all that, which I'm yet to study in depth. Sudarshan is the form of Vishnu's willpower, Krishna's willpower, which is manifesting through his pastimes. So Sudarshan is not an ordinary weapon. He has consciousness. He is consciousness. He is power. So the Lord's will to maintain dharma is executed by Sudarshan. And throughout the Puranas, Sudarshan appears in many, many forms. In Narasimha Purana, for example, it is said that the very nails with which Lord Nrsimhadev tore apart Hiranyakashipu, Nakham, Adbhuta Shringam, that is actually Sudarshan. And in Vishnu Sahasranam, there's a proof of that verse. It says, Ritu Sudarshana Kala Parameshti Parigraha Ugra Samvatsaro Daksho Vishramo Vishvadakshinaha. So, of the indescribable form, glories, and which is unconquerable. And Krishna is a lifter of great mountains, right? He's a mighty archer. He's earth supporter. He's the abode of Lakshmi. And Sudarshan, of everything, is the most auspicious vision, and he is the wielder of that auspicious disc. So Kala, time, personally, Parameshti, Supreme Lord, he embraces that. So it's like a manifestation of the Lord is Sudarshan. And so this shloka directly names Sudarshan not as a weapon, not just as an aspect of Vishnu's auspiciousness. It's the illuminating vision of the Lord, which drives away ignorance. He became the tusk of Varahadev during the killing of Hiranyaksha. And he was the arrow that struck Ravana down and killed Ravana, Rama's arrow. So Sudarshan is an unstoppable force of Dharma. So even in the Vishnu Sahasranam, and Sudarshan is directly praised in multiple shlokas, like one of them is Chakri Ratangapani. So he's described as the Chakrapani. Krishna is Chakrapani, one who holds that disc in his hand. So this also emphasizes that readiness of the Lord to destroy anything that gets in our way. And the Lord is ready to act. So on this blessed appearance day, may we all invoke Sudarshan Chakra's grace for protection, for prosperity, protecting our consciousness, to get us clarity and vision to walk the true path. Om Sudarshanaya Namaha. So this Vishnu Sahasranam verse that spoke about Chakri, the wheel, Rathangapani. So Krishna, it's the direct homage to Sudarshan as the unstoppable power that upholds Krishna's actions. He's the wielder of the discus Chakri. And in Krishna's hand, it reminds us that Sudarshan is always ready in Vishnu's hand, always ready, the supreme instrument to destroy adharma, to restore cosmic balance, vision, Kala itself, right? Krishna himself. So what is happening in this verses is it's signifying very clear, auspicious vision that is destroying anything that's not purposeful for us. Okay, let's get into the next section of today. Remedies. So people often ask, like, why can't I just wear a stone and forget everything and then feel relief through astrology? Why not just wear gemstones for my planets? Well, gemstones, mantras, yantras, they can be effective to some extent, temporarily limited, partial, and they can target individuals' planets in our horoscope. But it's a bigger ecosystem, okay? Let me say, if you wear diamond, it boosts your Venus, but it will weaken your sun. Strengthening Mars might inflame conflict with Saturn. Every remedy, it has a side effect because it shifts the balance. So it's like Venus and Sun are enemies in Vedic astrology. So if you strengthen one, the other gets weak. But Sudarshan is unique. He's Jyotisham Pati. So he's the master of all luminaries, all astrology, all planets. So invoking Sudarshan doesn't strengthen one planet while harming or weakening the other. He harmonizes your entire karmic chart. He cuts the negativity. He clarifies your dharma, and he aligns all planetary influences in a harmonious order, in a divine order. In Vedic astrology, there are two systems, right? Anukulavad and Pratikulavad. Some people say if you have a weak planet, you wear the stone of that planet, and that weak planet will become strong. But then the other Pratikulavad say, no. If you wear a planet of the planet, if you wear a stone of the planet which is weak, it's going to increase the weakness. So it's like if you have an enemy, if you go and spend time with the enemy, the person is going to harm you more. So that's one theory. Another theory is like, no, you go spend more time with the enemy, make friends with them. So it's like two theories, right? It's like conflict right there. So think of Sudarshan, taking shelter of Sudarshan as the ultimate system It's like a worldwide update. It's balancing your cosmic software without conflict or crash or no side effects. So that's why Sudarshan is considered the supreme Vedic remedy. No side effects, just holistic alignment, clarity, protection, prosperity for every sign, for every planet. How wonderful. Of course, if you want to just go to any other astrology, it's like eating with the hand all around. But this is the powerful remedy that I've seen. So each planet in our chart represents certain energies, challenges, gifts. So when those energies are imbalanced, we often seek remedies. That's basically it. But many remedies only address one planet at a time and risk throwing the rest of the chart off balance. And it happens to people. They want to fix their economic situation and their health goes berserk. And they want to fix finance and then their relationship breaks. So Sudarshan Chakra, however, he's the ultimate harmonizer. He just cuts out anything that's not good. But he keeps all the good. The Lord gives that power to Sudarshan because he's like the cosmic firewall and antivirus to your entire karmic system. Let's see how, okay? Let's see. Sudarshana Kala Parameshti Parigraha. So Sudarshana means auspicious vision or clear sight. It signifies that power. You can gain power to cut through delusions, and go over all obstacles, revealing what's highest good for us. So he's the victorious one. Sudarshan also is the undefeatable force. So when we see these verses in Vishnu Sahasranam, they're not just poetic, they are living truths. They remind us that Sudarshan Chakra is a supreme instrument in the divine will and acting with clarity, precision, and unstoppable force. So in this way, Sudarshan is not just a weapon. He's Jyotishampati, the lord of all luminaries. He governs astrology, removes obstacles and confusion. Let's see. Astrologically speaking, the sun. Sudarshana burns away false ego, pride that corrupts the sun's energy. It transforms arrogance into divine confidence, righteous leadership. Moon. He clears emotional confusion. He stabilizes the mind. He soothes anxiety. Sudarshan brings cool clarity to the moon's domain. Mars. Mars can be impulsive, even destructive, right? Sudarshan can channel that raw anger into courage, discipline, righteous action. He can cut through the harshness and violence. And Mercury, Sudarshan's sharpness and intellect, while removing all miscommunication, deceit, he purifies speech, he purifies our thoughts, he helps us become very skillful. And Jupiter. So, Jupiter, you see, Jupiter is all about expansion, and Sudarshan expands true wisdom, not just knowledge. He guards the Dharma that Jupiter represents, ensuring that growth and teaching remain ethical and uplifting. Venus. Sudarshan can purify our desires. He can transform our sensual indulgence into divine love and then and make us more devotional, become attached to healthy things, positive things. Saturn rules delays, right? Burns, heavy karma. And Sudarshan burns that karma. He teaches us surrender and patience while ending all those sufferings, all those delays. Rahu's illusions and obsessions, oh my God, they are among the hardest challenges that we can face. Sudarshan cuts through these, just cuts distractions, gives focus, gives truth, gives detachment. And Ketu is about detachment, but Ketu can also confuse us with what we call a spiritual bypassing. So Sudarshan clarifies our spiritual path and burns away subtle egos and confusion. So how do you like this analogy? Sudarshan's grace is like a cosmic firewall, clearing Rahu's illusions, cutting Saturn's heavy karma, clarifying Ketu's spiritual confusions. It's a universal remedy that doesn't imbalance your chart, but completely harmonizes it. Okay, ready? How Sudarshan Chakra blesses every zodiac. Now, let's go one step deeper. Let's explore what Sudarshan Chakra's blessing may mean for each zodiac sign. These are not predictions. They are spiritual insights into how to get his grace and how to uplift your sign's natural tendencies and challenges. Let's start with Aries. Sudarshan can offer that protection from impulsive decisions and channel that raw energy into clear, fearless leadership. Taurus, he brings that stability in finances and relationships in a way that you're not complacent, and it helps you remove stubbornness. He helps to remove that attachment which is binding you. He helps you overcome possessiveness. Gemini, Sudarshan, he can grant clarity in communication. He can reduce nervous overthinking and he can promote focused learning. That's really true for me. Cancer, he can provide emotional protection in its deepest sense. He can soothe this sensitivity, hypersensitivity. He can nurture a secure, caring family life, which is empowered and purposeful. Leo, Sudarshana can foster this sense of true confidence, and balanced authority transforms ego into genuine leadership. Virgo, he purifies worries and he also removes the perfectionism which is blocking, and he brings focus on service, on selflessness, on practical wisdom. Libra, Sudarshan restores harmony in relationships, cleanses vanity, and supports fair, compassionate negotiations. Scorpio, he can guide safe transformations. He can protect against self-destructive mentality or impulses, and he can awaken deep spiritual insight. Sagittarius, Sudarshan reveals true knowledge, strengthens ethical clarity. He supports the path of Dharma seamlessly. Capricorn, he can dissolve obstacles, lighten heavy karmas, and remove any black magic, any negative energy. He encourages self-discipline, patience, growth. It's like really wholesome. Aquarius, Sudarshana can help you align to altruism with divine vision, protect you from rebellious extremes, and give you a sense of visionary idea of service in life. Pisces, he can offer spiritual clarity, guarding against escapism, nurturing genuine devotion, giving you a compassion that allows you to align to God's will. So, Sudarshana Chakra's grace is not about favoring one sign over another at all. It's about purifying and balancing, helping you become the best version of yourself. Let's remember, Om Sudarshanaya Namaha. Let's offer our obeisances to the protector, ultimate remedy for all karmic burdens, the protector. So let me share something very close to my heart. For many years, I struggled with certain patterns, karmic burdens that I felt like they were unshakable. And professionally also, I faced so many obstacles. Mentally, there was like constant anxiety, heaviness. So basically in professional life and in spiritual life, I tried so many spiritual remedies. I tried so many astrological remedies, so many different stones or mantras or pujas or pilgrimage. They didn't help as much as I needed. Then it felt like, okay, clearing the surface, the dust, but the deep-rooted patterns remained. That's when I started taking the Sudarshana Yagyas very seriously every month, doing this not just casually, but as my sadhana. I'm taking this up. Like I found these brahmanas in Melkote. One of my astrology teachers is living there, and they're very qualified. So what is this Sudarshana Yagya? I want to share this with you. It's a sacred fire ceremony, but not like any other yagya. This is much more than just one day yagya. It goes on for 48 days. How? Because it invokes Sudarshana's energy. It's that fiery spinning disc of divine consciousness, which cuts all negative karma, illusion, karmic entanglement. But these brahmanas, they have siddhis. So because Sudarshan is described, they are Sri Vaishnavas. So they worship the Sankalpa Shakti of the Lord, the manifesting power of the Lord, and they have built a very deep connection. When we perform a yagya, for instance, we're not just asking for favors. We're aligning ourselves with the cosmic order. So we are removing impurities and basically clean slate. The karma is becoming much more vibrant. And whereas any other astrology solution is just like, okay, writing on top of something. So how does these yagyas work? So spiritually, the fire of yagya, it represents Sudarshan's blazing form. It's all made of fire. So these mantras chanted with precision, not just during the yagya, but throughout those 48 days. They're like passwords that open spiritual gateways individually for your karma. So because these brahmanas have chanted millions of mantras and they have been granted a connection with these deities, there are different forms of Sudarshan. Then after they have chanted like millions, they chant 1,000 in the specific name of a person, and that person immediately gets karmic release, burdens, how do you say, unburdening, and you feel unblocked, and karmic residues, karmic attachments. So many miracles happen. People got cured of cancer. People were divorcing and they came back. They are happy now together. People didn't have children, got children. People were struggling with spiritual life and they became much more serious about spiritual life. So what basically happens is the patterns that's kind of like holding us back, this chanting, it activates a new kind of karma, spiritual karma, alignment karma. It's not just being in the prison house and trying to fix curtains or something, which is all other astrology remedies. This is like countless lifetimes of karma gone. And then we get a clean slate. So that's what chanting does. It activates not just one lifetime, but many, many, many lifetimes of karmic positivity. Then what result can it bring? In my own life, after committing to monthly Sudarshan Yagyas, I saw this profound shift in my professional life, doors open that had been stuck for years. Mentally also, there was lightness. I felt clear that I hadn't felt in ages. Emotionally, I felt more protected. Relationally, I started attracting better people, better relationships. Old relationships had to kind of go away. Then because of these right brahmanas, they have siddhis and they chant these with devotion, and because I have trust in them, I know that they do it. It's been just amazing. And I've been also helping limited number of people because those brahmanas are, they're not easily available to people. So this is so important to understand, and not all priests are the same. So many pujas are available, 250 rupees to 3,000 rupees. You do a puja, you get, you try it if it works for you. But Sudarshan mantras are so powerful, and when they are chanted in this mantrika way means through attaining siddhi of those mantras, through Vaishnav mantras, through Vaishnav lineage, personal sadhana. These qualified brahmanas, they don't just recite words, they live that lifestyle. They invoke that deity by their livings, how they live, precision in their spiritual sadhana. So when these rare brahmanas do these yagyas for us, it's pure magic. Not in a childish sense, but it's actually divine technology. That's been my experience. So psychologically, what happens? It's like giving strong fuel to a car, or giving the speed to a car. So the Sudarshan yagyas are not passive. It's not like you're sitting in your room and then you do a yagya. And no, it's about you're on the go and you get glucose. You get glucose, and then the glucose will like ward off any tiredness, and you start running faster. So you can witness those fears, initially first month, second month, third month, you'll see more and more of this fear or insecurity coming up. And then after a few months, you see them burning away. You feel that protection. You feel that commitment to be your best, to do your best. So Sudarshan is known to protect from accidents. So some people were warned, be careful if you're driving two-wheeler, don't drive on these days. Sudarshan also gives clarity. There's black magic, there's evil eyes, spiritual attacks. Be careful, self-sabotage. Be careful from your own negative thoughts. It gives like a diagnostics, very, very strong diagnostics. These are your landmines, like that. So it's like having cosmic firewall, burning viruses before they infect your system. A lot of one of my friends was told, be careful, we may go to prison, do this to avoid. And this person did it, and his friend went to prison and he didn't. Sudarshan is Jyotishampati, part of astrology, part of all the luminaries. He doesn't just appease one planet, he helps you fast track, ambulance, get to the hospital, no traffic signals. So he clarifies karma, he reduces doshas, he aligns your grahas with your dharma, no side effect, just balance. So that's why I continue these yagyas, and I sometimes post whenever we have slots for the yagyas. If your family wants to benefit, and it really gives that fearlessness. It gives me a sense of security. Also, I've seen the results from my own eyes to other devotees. So if you feel called, I encourage you to learn more about this. Seeking qualified brahmanas is always the first step to take. So if you want to know more about these Sudarshan Yagyas or how to find qualified priests, you can drop a comment below or message me, and let's keep this sacred tradition alive with devotion and understanding. Thank you so much for your patience, for watching this video. And if you watched so far, you can write me and I will send you a special mantra for you. When we chant these names, we are not just praising attributes, we are invoking the divine force, attracting that protection. So may every devotee be protected. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. On this Sudarshana Chakra appearance day, may we all remember to invoke his grace. Om Sudarshanaya Namaha. Dear Sudarshana, the auspicious vision of the Lord, please cut through all ignorance and establish Dharma. Jai. Gauranga Mahaprabhu ki Jai. Hare Krishna. Thank you.